Hey guys, welcome to We Film Things, and this video is our top 10 travel destinations that you've got to take into account when planning your 2020 travel. Now, we have travelled a lot in recent years in order to see more of the world, but 2019 was unparalleled. It was huge. We went to so many amazing places and it really inspired us, and we felt we needed to share that inspiration with you. So we've created this list of our top 10 travel destinations in order to recommend to you some amazing places to go in 2020. So number one is New Zealand. Now, New Zealand is on this list because it is the world's capital for adventure and exploration. It's a huge extreme sports destination, and we put it on this list because this is how we opened 2019. And it is the perfect place to push your boundaries, which you've got to do a little bit in life. Eliska and I jumped off a huge cliff, for example, and actually we do not regret that. In fact, we talk about it all the time. Of course, there's more to New Zealand than just extreme sports. There's amazing wine, amazing scenery, and personal favourite of ours, really incredible hiking to be done. Number two on the list is the USA East Coast, but I would easily put the West Coast into this bracket as well, and that's because the USA is made for road tripping. And last year I did a really great East Coast road trip, which I've been wanting to do for a really long time now. Now, I think that the East Coast is a little bit underloved. Yes, you've got to do New York, but you've also got to do Boston, Philadelphia, Washington. There's a lot to do. And there's so much that we didn't get to do. Pair this up with some food on the East Coast and you're gonna have a really good time. Check out our video on that if you're interested. Number three is a surprise one. It's Northern Ireland. Now, we included Northern Ireland on this list because we had an amazing time there. It's right on our doorstep, but we had never really explored or visited it properly in our entire time traveling until this year. We were really taken aback by the amazing scenery on the Atlantic coast and just how wild it can be. We loved the people over there. We had an amazing time out in the bars and the pubs, as you can imagine. And it is a place just full of beautiful locations, which actually, if you get away from some of the Game of Thrones places, are untouched by tourists. It's a really good one, again, for a road trip, but equally, you could do it in a weekend. Number four is Hong Kong, and this was probably our standout travel destination of the entire year, and that's because it is a place like no other. Being in Hong Kong feels like being in the set of Blade Runner. It's like you're on a movie set the whole time. It's a whole experience that's very hard to convey. For me, it's one of the only places I've ever visited where you can experience the hustle and bustle of a mega city, as well as some amazing nature. I was totally taken aback by the contrast between the chaotic streets, the street food, the cosmopolitan nature of the city, as well as the aqua clear waters and the amazing hiking that you can do on the surrounding islands. Don't forget to use this place to discover amazing food that you're not going to have anywhere else on earth, and of course the incredible beauty of the places all around Hong Kong. Now, Bali has made it to our list for romantic reasons, which were my cousin's wedding.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, are you ready?
Now, Bali is full of tourists, so this place comes with a little bit of a health warning. Now, if you want to go to beautiful destinations in Indonesia which have fewer tourists, then I would probably recommend the islands around Bali. East Java especially was somewhere that we wanted to get to, but we didn't manage to. However, if you want to go and just hang out by the sea for a couple of days in the lap of absolute luxury, this is the place for you. I don't think I've ever been pampered so much in my life. And actually, Eliska and I kind of enjoyed it. So it has made this list for that reason, because I know there are people out there who love to just chill out on their holidays. So Bali's got to be there if that's what you want to do. Iceland has made it to the list, and I know you've probably heard enough about Iceland by now, I'm sure. But it remains on our travel list because it's a place like no other. It genuinely feels like a different planet. We've been in the winter twice now, 2 years in a row, and our next trip is destined to be in the summer. Use your time here by grabbing a car and driving the circular road around the island. You will be blown away by the coastline and by just the moonscapes you'll come across. This place is the photographer's dream. Next up is another surprise one. It's Fuerteventura in Spain. This was a surprise one for us, and we want to come back and make our own way around the island in a camper van. Here you'll be able to explore volcanoes, desert-like environments, as well as enjoy really authentic food and culture, and really get into the surf vibe. Next up is the Alps. Now the Alps are a very firm favourite with us. If we go a year without going to the Alps, something does not feel right. Anywhere in the Alps will do, as long as you've got mountains. There's something about those mountains that brings out the best in us, and everyone deserves a break to the mountains. We take ours in May when it's deserted, there's still snow and it's cheap, and you can live in luxury by getting yourself an Airbnb. Go hiking in the Alps in 2020. We spent a long weekend exploring Istanbul with friends.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It is the perfect city break for people who love history and love food. Fortunately, we love both. A long weekend definitely didn't feel like long enough to really get to know the place, but we fell in love with the amazing food. From stuffed mussels to ancient recipes that different restaurants have kept alive. It's the perfect place to go exploring on a whole culinary adventure. Next up is a really surprising one for all of us, I think. It's England. Lonely Planet voted England the second best place to visit in 2020, so we've decided to stick it on this list too. Because actually there's definitely something to it. Be it the rugged coastlines, the cosmopolitan cities, the huge variety of food that you can get, or the inspiring countryside. In 2020, we want to spend more time visiting the places that are closer to us. Recently, we've been spending a lot of time exploring the beautiful Lake District and Peak District, for example. But in the past, we have had amazing times exploring the streets of London, exploring North Wales, and beyond the borders of England, exploring Scotland too. It actually is a great destination that we're definitely going to be doing more of in 2020. So that's our top 10, and just to give you a little extra, in 2020 we've got lots planned. In particular, we are going to explore those places that mean things to us, and we can't wait to spend more time in the Czech Republic next year. Eliska is half Czech, but we rarely get out of Prague. So we'll be exploring some of the wilder places in the Czech Republic and opening those up to you. So if you've got any suggestions, hints, tips, thoughts for places that we should be visiting in 2020, do let us know. We can't wait to share them with you. Thank you for following us this year. Thanks for coming along on any of the adventures that you've watched with us. We've had an absolute blast making them. We've been really stoked to release the videos we've managed to release. It's been a really big year for us. Eliska's quit her job to do this full time, and we really have hit up some amazing places. So thank you for being part of that. You guys obviously make it what it is. Here's to next year. We hope all of your wishes come true. We hope all of your adventures come true, and all the best for 2020. Signing out.